as you guys know, I just had a workshop that I taught to a few people. And it's basically like a personal workshop. There's very few people in the group where we basically go hot seat style, answering what their biggest challenge is in their business, or if they're starting a business, they're confused about what their next step should be. Should they be in all the social medias at once? Like, what should they be doing? So in this workshop, it's actually like delightful to teach for me, because since it's not a program where I really need to really dive deep into understanding where people are coming from and everything, this kind of workshop, because it's kind of like fast, we don't have time to get into that. We're just gonna get in, and I'm just gonna tell you what to do, which is delightful for me, because that means that I can just go in and just say, this is what the standard convention is. This is the order in which you do things, which is great for me, because I just love doing that. When I was a project manager, I love telling my developers what to do and exactly how to do it. And I was just really good at it. So I love these workshops because they give you a personal touch, and they give you exactly what you should be doing next, right? I see Mirellana, I see Joe. Hi guys. Joe was just in the workshop as well. So yeah, so this workshop, I plan on continuing to teach it because it was so much fun for me. So if you want to sign up for the waitlist, I put the link right there in the description. Is inacoveney.com/workshop, but you have to spell Coveney right. It ends in EY. So anyway, so that's super fun. So yeah, so in that workshop, there's something I just keep thinking about. There was one student who, she came in with a long list of business ideas. And she's like, I don't know how to pick one. I don't know where to go. I don't know what I'm going to do. And so she gave me that whole list. And well, my first task is, well, I need to ask her a few questions to find out which one she's going to go down, because depending on which idea she chooses, what I'm going to tell her to do is going to be different. So we started going down that path. I'm like, okay, so this is everything that you want to do. Great. Okay, so why don't we talk? I just jumped, and I'm gonna tell you, it was like an accident. I jumped to ask her about her ideal client, which, why am I talking about ideal client if we don't even know what the idea is, right? But it ended up happening, working out beautifully, because I asked her, who do you think your ideal client is? And she immediately went on to talk about this particular idea that she had selected, and which was actually just a bleep in the long list of things she wanted to do. I thought there were other things in there that had more passion behind it, but she decided to latch onto this one thing that I had skipped over. I didn't even think that was anything. And she said, oh, that's the one, and this is the ideal client. And I'm like, hold on. Can you see why I would be surprised that that's the one you picked? And she's like, sort of, I guess. I'm like, yeah, which one do you think I thought you were going to say? Which one do you think I thought you were going to pick? And she's like, well, I guess I thought, of this other one, maybe, but I haven't done this. And she started just listing her long list of buts, right? But I've never done it before, but. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what you want to do, right? And she's like, yeah. And actually, Ina, when you talk about, doing something, like picking an idea that you love so much that you don't care if anybody pays you, that's how I feel about that idea that I'm having all the thoughts about. And I'm like, if that's how if you've already found that your passion, if you've already found that thing, why are we talking about this other ideal client that is like I'm falling asleep just hearing you talk about it? And she started laughing, and I thought, because you know what? If in 5 years you're really successful at that thing, and she's like, oh my God, don't even say it anymore because it just sounds ridiculous now that you say it. I'm like, great, so now let's focus on the real idea. So that gave me kind of fuel for this mini talk here. I'm gonna get into the topic now, which is how to pick your business idea, even if you're multi-talented and have many interests. Okay, so what I did was I set up a 10-step exercise. Okay, and we're actually gonna do it together. I don't know how to stand this up. I'm actually sitting on my couch right now. Let me see if I can stand the microphone somewhere. Okay, what is that stays right there? What do you think? Is it gonna stay? It might stay. Let's assume it's staying. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I got markers. Can you guys see me okay? Okay, I got markers. I got paper. Okay, let me take one piece here. Oh, too thin. Okay, papers. Are you guys ready? I want you to follow along with me. If you are someone who has many business ideas and you can't figure out how to narrow it down, this is how you do it. The first thing you're gonna do is to write all the ideas down. Super trivial, right? If you have many interests, well, you've thought about them before. So write down just a few things. Like, give me 5. 6. I'll give you 6. But let's not go crazy. Just tell me, which ideas do you have in mind? So I'm gonna start like, my list, okay? I could start a business doing project management, right? Like starting a project management agency. I could do that. I could have a business being a reporter. You guys know how much I love politics. So I'm going to say I could be like a political reporter for Capitol Hill here in Beacon Hill in Massachusetts, right? I could be a politics reporter. Okay. What else could I be? I could have a charity, right? I am all into good parenting, especially in low-income communities, how important that is to have good role models. So I could probably, like start an organization that just focuses on that, on like education for new parents in low-income areas. Charity. Education parents. Okay, I am gonna do 6. Let's see, I could do, well, what I'm doing now, right, which is business coaching. Okay, I could technically teach Excel classes. You guys, I'm really good at Excel. And not just like typing up a formula. Like I'm talking like programming and macros and pivot tables and anything you can think of. I'm an Excel whiz. I could have business teaching Excel. Maybe I'll teach other tools, PowerPoint, presentations, that kind of thing. Another thing that I'm really good at is websites, right? I could have a business making websites, which I did. That was my side hustle for a while. Okay, so do you have your 6? Mirellana, are you playing with me? She says speaker. Like I could be a speaker or you could be a speaker. I want you to follow along. I see Patty. Like a speaker about courage. So like a motivational speaker, right? But I already got my 6. Okay, project management, politics reporter, charity, education for parents, business coaching, teaching Excel, making websites. Okay, that I could be, Miriam. Okay, those are my 6. Write them down. I'm gonna go to step 2. Okay, step 2 is put a star next to the ones that came from your current job, right? Things that stemmed from your current skills, right? From your current skills at work specifically, like skills that you use at work. Well, assuming that I'm working full-time as a project manager, which I'm not anymore for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January. Project management. I'm gonna put my headspace in where I was 2 years ago. I'm a project manager for software, so I'm gonna put a star next to project management because I came straight from that. Not on politics reporter, not on charity, not on business coaching because this had nothing to do with my job. Teaching Excel was very related to my job. And making websites I was actually programming CSS a couple jobs ago. Okay, so those are the ones that came from my job. The one with the star. The rest are gonna get hearts, okay? Heart, heart, heart. Okay, that's what I got so far. So number 3 is, number 1, write them down. Number 2, put a star next to the ones that were directly related to your current job. Number 3, put a heart next to the ones that make your heart sing, right? And actually, if there are some with a heart that don't make your heart sing, then they don't belong on this list at all. You can just start discarding those right now. So it should make your heart sing. The ones with the heart should make you feel good, right? Number 4, pick a winner from each bucket. So out of starting a project management agency, making websites, and teaching Excel, which one do I see myself really doing, right? Like maybe I'm thinking it's gonna make me the most money. Maybe it's the one that I have most expertise on. Maybe it's the one that, I have so many years of experience that, it's a no-brainer. So I'm gonna pick as a winner for the ones with a star. I'm gonna say project management, because I was a really good project manager, and I already have people who know me as a project manager. Today, my mother-in-law, she was talking to me about the process of buying her car. And she said that the process was so inefficient that she told me inevitably, she's like, Ina should come here and straighten this out. Like, that's how she thinks of me. I have a lot of people who think of me that way. Like, I straighten problems out. So I think project management wins. Okay, by the way, if you're following along at home, tell me in the comments. Even if it's on replay, tell me in the comments how you're doing. That one is gonna win. Okay, then the winner from the other bucket, I'm sorry guys, but politics reporter, charity, education for parents, and business coaching, the one that makes my heart sing is business coaching. I don't know what to tell you. I love the online world. I love it that doing this is my job right now. Right now I'm working. Like, I love doing this. I could talk about this stuff forever. I like politics, but I don't think I could talk for 18 minutes about politics at a time. So I think in my heart one, and you guys already know which one is going to win for me. So I'm just going to walking you through the exercise so you can see. So business coaching is going to win from that bucket. So now I have a bucket from work skills and one from my heart sings skills, right? The next one, we are in number 5. Picture yourself in that life and rank your excitement level. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take the one that won from the star bucket, okay? And you're gonna picture yourself 5 years from now, right? You have an agency, the business has grown, you manage other project managers. Well, I manage other project managers. I have clients that I go visit. I'm basically like going around doing business development, signing contracts, getting people to sign up for our services, doing NDAs and BDAs and RFPs and RFIs and things like that. And I see that, and I basically see myself in the job that I had 4 years ago. And I'm like, why would I build a life for myself doing something that I was doing at a job that I left? But anyway, that's what life would be like, and it stresses me out just to think about it. Life as a business coach 5 years from now, it kind of feels nicer. It feels like I am going for my, $1 million a year. I am using that money to build an addition to my house, to clean up our porch because it's really old, to take my son on educational trips. This is something I have like as a dream. I'm like, when I make it, if my son is learning about Abraham Lincoln, I'm taking him out to, where everything happened. I'm taking him to Illinois, right? I'm taking him to Washington, D.C. I'm taking him to the South. I'm like, I'm complementing his education by taking him out on trips, right? It's like my own little field trip plan, right? So I have those dreams. And you guys, I'm about to leave for 2 weeks to go to Israel with my mother. This is a trip that she's been wanting to do, a trip that she's been wanting to make for years, and I've been wanting to go with her for years. But guess what? I didn't have enough vacation days. There was no way for me to be able to see my family and to have vacation time for Christmas, around Christmas, and also go out on vacation with my family, like a real vacation, not just like going to visit my family in Chile or in Dominican Republic or in Venezuela, or in Texas, which is totally nice. But that's not the equivalent of going to like Disney World or going to California to see a new place, to go to Ireland. Like it's not much of a vacation, right? When you're going for a purpose, you're going to see family. So I ran out of vacation weeks, right? If 1 week is for December, for Christmas, 1 week is to go visit my family in Chile, which is something I really, really want to do like every year, right? And then another week, if I have 3 weeks of vacation, a lot of people just have 2, right? I remember having 3 weeks of vacation. And the last one was, well, I kind of need days off, right? Like, what do I do with my son when he doesn't have school one day or he has early release some days? Like, sometimes I just need to take a day. So that week I would use, like, I would sprinkle it around. I would go visit my parents for a long weekend, or, take some time off to help someone move, or things like that, right? So there weren't enough vacation days. But now that I can manage my time, I've gone to Colombia to a retreat, right, in the rainforest in July. I have gone to Canada because my little sister was visiting from Chile. She was in Toronto, and I'm like, she's too close for me to miss out on this. So I went to see her in Canada. I'm going to Israel now. I'm going to be going back to Chile in November to see my sister because she just had a baby. I mean, that's more than 4 weeks. That's like 5 weeks that I gave myself so that I could do all these things. So yeah, so when I look at my life 5 years from now as a business coach, it looks very free. Like I made that life, like I designed that life. As a project manager, I would feel like I'm back in corporate. So number 5 is picture yourself in that life and rank your excitement level. Well, my excitement level for project management is like a 3. 1 to 10. Let's do a scale 1 to 10. My excitement for business coaching is a 10. Okay, so this is painting a picture, right? So if yours doesn't look as definitive as this, right? If yours is looking like, well, 5 and 5, or they're both 10, right? If they're both 10, keep going. Let's keep going, because this is only step 5. There's 10 steps. Step 6, take the star and write down 3 reasons why it's a great idea, okay? So my project management, why is it a great idea? It's gonna give me money for sure, right? Money. I'm in a position of leadership, right? Which I like. I like leadership positions. And a great idea because I already have the background for it, right? I already have the expertise. I don't have to convince anybody that I'm an expert. I already got it. So those are my 3 reasons why it's a great idea. Step 7, take the heart and write down 3 reasons why it would never work. Okay, so my business coaching thing, which one is your heart? Write down 3 reasons why it would never work. Well, I may run out of money and need to go back to work. So run out of money, basically like not be successful fast enough, run out of money. Okay, maybe I'll get bored and drop it and want to do something else. Or maybe, let me think. Why would business coaching not work? Maybe I won't get clients, right? What if I don't get enough clients? No clients, right? I never get good at this and I never get clients. That's why it would never work, right? Step 8, flip it. Now give me 3 reasons why the star would never work, and 3 reasons why the heart is a great idea. So 3 reasons why the project management thing would never work is because I think it would burn me out. Burn out. Maybe I won't get clients. Maybe I'm not as awesome as I think I am. Maybe I'm never going to get clients. And it would never work because I just don't want to do it. My heart is not in it. Not in it. Now let's think of 3 reasons why doing the business coaching or your heart is a great idea. Well, I have the passion for it, right? I could talk about this stuff for 18 minutes at a time, right? I have the passion for it. I'm willing to learn. Like I want to participate in workshops, and I want to invest in new coaches, and I want to invest in new learning opportunities around this area. Like I like to learn about it, so I'm going to continue to invest. So it's a great idea because I'm going to continue to learn, and I want to, right? And another reason why this would be a great idea is because I know that when I get to retirement age, if I never gave this a shot, I would live with regret. So this is a great idea to try, even if for the sole reason that I don't want to live with regret. No regrets. Okay. That's step 8. What's step 9? Now, I love this one. I love this one. Imagine yourself on the TED stage. You guys know about TED Talks, right? Imagine yourself on the TED stage speaking about your mission for each one. So, TED, talking about project management, and TED, talking about business coaching. So if you were to give a TED Talk about each one of those, your heart and your star. All right. Imagine yourself doing that. It's so hard for me to imagine myself giving a TED Talk about project management. I guess it's possible. But the way that I see TED Talks is this is people's lives' mission, right? My mission is to help people understand that life is too short to be at a job that you don't see a future in, a job that you don't want in the long run, a job that you got sick of it 5 years ago. Life is too short, and you have a lot more grit and a lot more passion than you've ever allowed yourself to even imagine. It's there. I know that it's there, and you know that it's there because you wouldn't have listened to me talk for 25 minutes if it wasn't there, if the fire wasn't there. So the world is out there waiting for you to happen to the world, for you to come out of your shell and say, you guys know what? Screw project management. I'm done with project management. I want to get out there and help people. I want to help people understand something. What is your mission? What do you want to get up on the TED stage and be proud that this topic is going to be associated to you? I'm going to tell you what, if people know me the rest of my life for project management, I mean, I'm proud of my accomplishments. I do like to project manage, but I don't see me having anything new to say about it. Business coaching, however, even though there's a million other coaches out there, I could care less what they're talking about. I was in corporate for 15 years, and I know that there are people out there who don't want to do that anymore. So I'm here to show them that the view on the other side, it's amazing, it's beautiful. Opportunities just open up left and right. You get to meet a whole bunch of incredible people, all the while waking up every day and figuring out, okay, how am I going to help that audience and also make money doing it? And to me, it just like feeds my bucket. It just fills my bucket to do this stuff. So if I were to create a presentation for the TED stage, I feel like I have a lot more to say to the world about taking advantage of your skills and talents and passions and making the life that you want, rather than Scrum mastering. That's like a style of project management, right? So imagine yourself on the test stage. I just got a heart. Imagine yourself on the test stage. Which one is your real mission, right? So that was number 9. Okay, that's all it was. It was just a daydreaming exercise. Which one do you see yourself talking passionately about in the test stage? And then number 10, last step, set the next 3 steps to make either one work. Okay, for my star one, for project management, what would I have to do? Probably the first step would be to change my LinkedIn profile, right? To show that I'm in business, right? Freelance project management, come and hire me. That'd be step 1. Step 2, send a letter, send an email to all of my corporate contacts and let them know, hey, I'm freelancing. Who needs project management? I'll come and do consulting, or I'll come and do your projects. What do you want me to do? So I'll probably reach out to my network. And third, because if I'm a hammer and everything I see looks like a nail, that to me is like websites. Websites are just super easy for me to make. So I'll probably just start working on my professional website, on like my portfolio, right? So number 3, my website. Number 3, my website. What about the heart? What about my business coaching? What are my next 3 steps? Well, if I hadn't started it yet, right? I would say, okay, step 1, go out and interview my ideal client. Market research. What do people need? How are people describing their struggle? Number 2, create my brand, create my mission, create my branding assets, do some research on color psychology. Like, how am I going to present myself to the world? And then third, create an offer. That's what I would do. Okay? So after you have gone through this, you guys, can you please tell me which one is winning for you? It's super clear to me because I decided in step 5 which one I wanted to do. By the way, if you decide on step 3 which one you want to do, then you won, right? But my sense is that if you pick the one with a star too soon, finish the exercise and see how it comes off, how it comes out. Okay? Maybe the ones that you attach the heart to are not really your passions. Maybe they're just your hobbies. Maybe they're just things you like to do, but you don't really feel that passionate about, right? Like politics for me, right? I like it a lot. Oh my God, being a politics reporter, like that would be like amazing. But I don't see myself talking on the TED stage about politics. I don't have anything new to say about politics. Now, if you feel like you don't have anything new to say about what you believe your mission is, that could just be a mental block, right? I don't want you to use excuses to block yourself. I want you to actually pick something that you're going to love. Because you know what's hard? It's a million times. You guys have heard me say this a million times. I'm going to say it again. You know what's hard? Building a business. You know what's even harder? Building a business, doing something you just feel lukewarm about. Motivation comes from having a larger vision for your life and for knowing that that's exactly where your place in the world is, right? It doesn't mean that that's what you're going to do for the rest of your life. I'm sure my business is going to evolve, and it already has. I started out making websites. Then I created an online course to sell my website, to teach people how to create their own websites. Then I got into business coaching, right? I've had different products. I've had different programs. I'm launching a new program in January. Stay tuned in December for more about that. I have this workshop that now I'm teaching is one of my products. All of this, I love doing it. I thrive on coming up with new ways to present information to you and to help you get out of your shell. Like this today, right? So I really hope that this was helpful, especially for all you multi-talented people out there. And if what you need is someone to give you permission to follow your heart, right there. If all you need is for somebody to give you permission that it's okay, then I'm happy to be that person to give you permission to do it. But I know how scary it is to take something that you've never done before and say, okay, I'm going to do it wholeheartedly. I know how hard it is, especially if nobody around you is supporting you with it, right? And telling you that, yes, that you can do it. And telling you, yeah, it's okay. These are the resources. That's why people get coaches, right? Like me. That's why people get a coach. You tell them, listen, this is my mission. I don't know how to get there. I'm surrounded by people who don't believe in it. Help me. So a coach replaces that person in your life, right? And like, okay, I'm going to hold that vision for you. I'm going to tell you exactly how you get there. These are the things you need to be doing. And it's not easy. Having the 1, 2, 3, having a book that shows you how to do this stuff is not all you need, because we have all these mindset blocks and we have time restrictions, right? We have a family, we have a full-time job. It's not easy, okay? So I really hope that I don't make any of this stuff look easy, because it isn't. The point is that all of this is possible, and it's up to you to make it happen. Only you. Nobody's gonna hand it to you on a silver platter, okay? And the harder it is, the more rewarding it feels when it works. So I really hope that helped out, guys. Joe says, both kids at school today. I'm all fired up again to work on my big vision. Yay! Thank you, Joe. Oh, that makes me feel great. Thank you, Joe. I really hope that's what everybody who's listening to this feels like. Just go out and do it. Just go out and do it. Stop trying to do it and start doing it. I believe in you. I support you. I'm here for you. So if you are listening to this, I'm most likely going to post this on the podcast because I think it was a really good episode. Don't you think? I think so. Right? Let's post this on the podcast. So if you're listening on the podcast and you like what you heard, make sure to leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, and why not a 5-star review? Although I will take an honest review, not just 5 stars. I'll take an honest review of what you think of this podcast. And who knows, maybe I'll read it on the air. I haven't done that in a while. So go out. I read every single one of them and I appreciate them. Make sure you drop your name so that I know how to say your name. Sometimes it just shows me somebody's username, which is not terribly helpful. So make sure to sign it with your name so I can say, hey, Tiffany, thank you so much. All right, guys, I think that's all I had for you today. Go out and get yours. You got this. All right. Bye, Joe. Good night, everybody.
Yay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click subscribe right here. And if you're a podcast listener, go and search for Trailblazing Out of Corporate Life and you'll get me through your ears. All right, guys, have a great one. And don't forget, right here, subscribe.